Good evening, everyone. This is Crazy Russian 86 here. I've not been making YouTube videos for a while, and I'm not gonna make them that much. But I just built my instant messenger like Facebook, and I came across a couple things. If you're wondering what happened with my glasses when I went to martial arts, somebody broke them, so I have duct tape. And the reason why I didn't get a new frame because I'm fucking broke. My money situation is fucked up. So please be clicking on my ads because now I actually need it. Before I was good, but now no. But hopefully with my new job, once March gonna kick in, I'm gonna start making like relatively good money and things will go well. But right now I'm not in the best situation, so please be clicking on my ads. Now on that note, let me get back to things. Okay? And by the way, this video is sponsored by I have a new table, people. See? Right there. We used to have a glass table, now we have this plushy thing. And it's kind of cool, it's actually more convenient, It's nice, nice and plush and doesn't have it like a glass, like a table. And I actually like the way it looks better. But anyway, guys, let's get back to the video. I'm home alone, by the way, FYI. See, nobody wants to deal with me. I don't have no fucking friends. I don't care, though. Sometimes it's for the best. Because if people don't think like me or they try to change you or say there's something wrong with you, you don't need like people like that in your life. Better to have people who just like don't give a fuck, Just act how they want and they just don't care. And you just need another body just to get drunk and high with I don't give a fuck. That's a real friendship right there. People who just don't give a fuck. Like, and that goes to my first issue. I found this guy, Luke Keller. He wrote me messages back in July. And he said, Emil, please explain why you're friends with Todd if you know that he's sexually attracted to little girls. Well, because I don't care, that's why. I'm not a little girl, it doesn't apply to me, so I don't care. Now, if I were to have a daughter, I probably wouldn't bring her around Todd, most likely. Or if I would, I make sure, I watch her. But I don't know. I don't think that it will ever happen because the way Todd is, see, he talks about all these things, but he cannot really do anything about it. That's why I wouldn't take Todd seriously. And that's another reason why, I'm not going to do anything about it. And that's why I don't hold him accountable for his words. Because he understands on some level that this is wrong, but at the same time, he doesn't care, can control himself. So I just don't care, I just don't hold it against him. And besides, with me, I'm the type of person who just doesn't give a shit, okay? Like, to me, I can be friends with a pedophile or psychopath. I don't care. I really don't care, Because to me, what's important in woman, if there is sex or no bullshit, if she asks how I want her to act, if she gives me some of that pussy, if she lets me act how I want and say what I want, and she just let me be, and that's it. And she just doesn't give a fuck, right? What's important in friendship? Similar thing, except sex, obviously, because I'm not a fucking faggot. I'm not gay, okay? So I would rather be friends with people who just don't care, Eh. I just want a body to get drunk with. Okay. Eh. He acts acting weird. I don't understand him, but I don't care. If he says something rude or out of line, I'm just gonna call him out on it. And If he's gonna apologize, I'm gonna leave it at that. These are kind of people I'm looking for. These are the kind of people I'm looking for. So, and the people who like try to change, what's wrong with me, or act stupid, or act funny, like, fuck these people. I don't want to deal with them. That's how I feel. But that's just me. Like, other people, they may think differently about me. I just don't like nobody to be criticizing me or telling me anything, but that's just me. So that's just me. If you want to be my woman, of course you need to sacrifice something if you want to get some pussy. But I would rather sacrifice money than sacrifice something else. See, I would rather just like deal with a bitch who would be like, okay, I need some money to cover this expense, who would want to be my woman, who would just like, hey, this guy is weird, just like leave him alone, just forgive him, I need my money, like that kind of stuff. That's what I kind of like. I would rather spend money on the beach, but like be free and do what I want. So, but that's just how I feel. If I want to get some, I would rather just give the bitch money and do what I want. So that's why I will be on top of things. I will just do what I want, act how I want. Nobody will tell me nothing. And she will just be piece of meat for me, which I have to pay for. I just like it that way. I would rather spend money on the beaches if I want to get some. Okay, that's just how I like it. That's why I would rather work hard. And besides, I like to have money on my bank account. I like everything to be like that. And that's why I'm so fucking angry. Because like I don't have money right now, and that actually makes me upset. Because I like to have money all the time. Because I'm a Jew, and we the Jewish people, we're intellectually superior. We're supposed to have money. And that's just like how the thing's supposed to be. And that's what I believe in. So that's why I'm gonna go fucking work. I don't give a fuck. If I can work 12, 14 hours a day, I would. Of course, I'm a lazy person. I may not like it, but if I have to, I will. Because I like money, so. And I want to be free and do whatever the fuck I want to do when I want to do. Outside of work. At work, I have to, act certain way, I guess. Just to get what I want, which is money, so I can be free. That's it. Just to kiss up to people to get what I want. That's what jobs is all about in my mind, really. Now, another thing, somebody was asking me about what do I think about stepkids, because I'm a stepkid. I don't think about things like that because I really don't care. I'm also kind of was a little bit of stepdad in a way, because dating women who have kids, now it's nothing because Michelle is grown, she's 17 years old, so she lives her life and I don't care. She does whatever she wants. I don't know what she's doing. She's not home right now and I don't really bother her. She's a good girl though, I like her. She's a pretty good person, but I cannot act like I'm her dad because, even though she's half of my age, but I think that she's grown. She's pretty much grown woman, more or less. Not until October, but still. I feel like mentally and understanding of her life and she's pretty much grown woman, okay? Even though she goes to high school, but she's still a grown woman in my eyes because she doesn't really need help or anything, and she's a good student, so there is nothing I can tell her, so. But before, back in the day, I have to give her rides to school, spend some money on her. So in a way, I did some kind of support for her, and she is not my biological daughter. So in a way, I was not really like a stepdad, but I kind of have a little bit of an idea how it is to be a dad, at least when it comes to spending money. Like, I had a little bit experience with that, even though I never been a biological father of anyone yet. So, but I had a little bit experience with that. Had a little bit experience driving somebody to school, and spending money on somebody else's kid, things like that comes with the relationship. So I had that experience in my life. But I don't think much about it because I don't care. But what I really think is, if you've been a step dad or step kid, well, if you've been a step parents to someone who is thinking differently, who have different background and stuff, and the person is kind of grown, teenager or an adult, I think the best way to be a good step parent is to leave that kid alone. Because the kid is not going to listen to you. He or she may be difficult. And also, you may not understand each other in some ways. Like, you may not know how to actually to talk to him in certain ways. You may come across the wrong way and he would be like, what the fuck, why are you acting this way? You know? So, and obviously it depends on the people. Like some people, people act differently. Like some people like me, you rub me the wrong way. If I know that I have power over you and I can treat you any kind of way and I can abuse you and sodomize you and cast you out, I would, because you piece of shit to me. Because if you don't think like me, you're a piece of shit and you deserve to be treated like shit because you piece of pile of trash, which needs to be cleaned up because you're standing on my way of living how I want to live. But they just me. Now, if I don't have power over you, I'm going to kiss up to you because I want to get something out of you. But if there is nothing I can get out of you, and I can pretty much destroy you if you get on my way, I will. Because I really don't give two shits. But they're just me, okay? Now, other people are different. Other people, they can be nice and polite, and even though they may think, oh, this guy is fucking asshole or whatever, they're just going to be courteous or whatever. Some people may just say, who are you, ta. Like there are different things, like there are different variables. But I say that if you're being stepdad to somebody from different background or culture, personality, if that person is not like a little kid, if it's actually a teenager or grown person, anybody really past like 15, 16 years old, your best bet is to leave that person the fuck alone. Now, if you're dating a woman with a stepchild and it's like a teenager, I think the best way to leave the teenager alone. But if the woman needs money to help with the teenager, need you to help him or her to give her rights to school, do that. But when it comes to teenager, leave that person alone, because you're not gonna understand each other if you have different backgrounds or mentalities or whatever. The best way in that type of situation, if you stepfather of somebody who is teenager or grown, leave it to person alone. If it's a little kid, I never had that experience in my life. I don't know how it is to to be a stepdad to a little kid. And I'm a stepchild, I guess, but I got my stepmom when I was 19, and at that time I was almost formed. I maybe didn't know how to behave, but my personality was already formed, and I was thinking the same as I was before. I just didn't know how to act. Now I just learned how to act better, and I'm mature. But rather than that, I'm the same person. So really, my stepmom was trying to treat me some kind of way, trying to like change me or whatever. So did my dad, and as a result, I don't feel any kind of, like I really don't think about it that much. In anything, I only feel angry when I'm thinking about my parents, really. I don't really talk to them and I don't care. I don't really, want to talk to them either. I like to be left alone, and the fact that they were trying to communicate me and they didn't know how, and they were not acting the way I think they should be acting, was only making me angry. And I was trying to like keep the peace because I knew that my dad had the power over me. because I was like a teenager and he was like 3 years older than me, and he had like financial like. But rather than that, trust me, like if I go over my debt and I have my way, I destroy him if he doesn't not gonna let me get my way. Because I don't really give two shits, you know. He didn't do nothing for me, so I don't give a fuck, really. You know? That's just how I feel. I was just like really annoyed when they were like getting into my face, telling me shit. That's how I was feeling when I was living with them. I was just trying to get the money and get out. I live with them like in fucking jail. That's just how I felt living with them. You know? Because I didn't grow up with my stepmom and my dad, so living with them is just like was like, let me get the job, let me get money so I can get the fuck out of there. That's just how I felt living with them. That was just it. You know? And I hated holding myself and shit. And feeling powerless. I'm so happy I'm with them anymore. I live with them, it was like life in prison. I hated it. I like my freedom, you know? And my dad was denying me freedom. And my stepmom. And she was not that smart anyway, in my opinion. But like I said, they have their own life. They have their own business. Sometimes I work for them and that's it, you know? I just like to mind my business, really. So that's what I think about stepchildren, step-parents. That's it, you know? If you get in step-parents when you're like teenager or grown man or whatever, like, these people should just leave their stepkids alone. That's it. That's, trust me, I've been there and that's just my opinion, you know? Especially if you tell them something, if they didn't ask you, somebody like me is gonna make me angry, you know, that's it. Think I need help, but I don't care what you think. I know what I need better, so leave me the fuck alone. If you're not gonna leave me the fuck alone, trust me. I'm gonna build myself up, and I'm gonna remember that because of you I didn't get my way, and if I have my way to destroy you, I will. Because I will remember it for the rest of my life. In any moment I'm gonna have to put you down in any kind of way because you didn't give me my way, because my way was the right way, in my opinion, until you prove me any other way, you know. You're gonna be my enemy, you know. That's just how I look at things. And enemies, who are enemies? They're pretty much subhumans, they're pieces of shit, they're human excrement. And if you have power, you know, you just like, you can do anything to them. In my mind, you know, they're pieces of shit. They deserve to be exterminated if they don't leave you alone. Because they're subhumans. Enemies are subhumans. I want to deal with people who don't think like me or don't let me get my way. They're bad people. Why should I deal with them? I should avoid them at all cost. Or, if I have power over them, destroy them. That's it. But that's just what I think about things. Yep, that's it. Yeah. And when it comes to me and Todd, we didn't hang out for a long time. I don't hang out with nobody. All I do is freaking work. Because I want money, you know. I want as much money as possible so I can be free and be left alone. And it's like... And I would hang out with Todd, but they just like... Todd is actually in a very bad situation, because last time I was hanging out with him, that was very sad. He was drunk, incoherent, losing his mind. That's pretty sad. Like... That's why I just don't take him seriously. And I never did, but... Like I said, like to me, I just don't care, honestly. Because as far as my concern, all I care about is I want to get drunk, I want to get high, I want to make a video, say what I want, do what I want. have some kind of fun. Todd was just a good person for that. That's why I was hanging out with him. Because to me, that was like a friend in my mind. So I'm cool with Todd. Todd is a good person, but we just happened like not to hang out really. I didn't see him for a long time. But anyway, guys, my live stream is over. Peace out. Later.